everyone. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Eritic and we have a pick a card reading for you guys today. I am doing a money and career reading, as you can see from the title. So what we're going to be talking about in today's reading is, well, how the reading is going to go is we're going to talk about your current energy. Then we're going to talk about potential careers. Okay. Then we're going to talk about the outcome of those potential careers. And then we'll get some additional messages from the Oracle and some of my personal cards, along with some angel numbers for y'all. So I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to kick it with y'all for this little time that we have together. But I will see you in your respective piles, and I can't wait. Bye. Welcome in pile number 1. Hello, hello, hello. I hope you guys are doing okay. Give me a second. Y'all know how I be. But I hope you guys are doing okay and that you found this reading on happy pretenses. But I also do know that we watch these readings because we're probably sick of our current situation, right? So hopefully I can give you guys some guidance and we'll get on with the reading. I want to start with this card, as I talked about at the beginning of the intro. If you did skip that part, the way that this reading is going to go is that we're going to start with your current energy. And to me, this card is your current energy. Then we'll pull some tarot to kind of like explore some potential careers for you. And then we will do some clarifying cards to see what the outcome of those careers could be. And then we'll get some oracles and some angel numbers, and I will let you guys go. Okay, so that's how we're going to start it today. And it's something about this group already that I just feel like you guys are like maybe my like quiet people, the people who are more so to themselves, loners, just choose to kind of do things their own way. So that's interesting, especially because you guys are pile number 1. And as we know in numerology, the number 1 is all about leadership, initiative, all that kind of stuff, being alone, taking the path of solitude, I guess you could say. I forgot to light my candle, so you guys get the privilege of seeing me light my candle. Give me a second. All up in it. I'm gonna speed this up. Lit candle. Woohoo. Okay. You guys can't see it in the frame because I just choose either water or candle in the frame. One or the other. All right. I'm pretty sure some of you guys were screaming like, can you let the match go out before you start talking to us again? Okay. I'm leaving all that in too. Why? Let's see what this looks like. down here. Okay, we are back. I always take that whatever's going on in the reading is a sign. Maybe you have oh my god, I got choked up for a second. I feel like maybe you guys have like tried to do something over and over again and it's just not working, but there is going to be something that does work. Like, I feel like you've just been trying, like me trying to light the match. I had to flip it over another side to relight it. I'm trying to start this reading, but I've had to be like, oh, well, wait, I forgot the candle. Oh, I got to go back and do this thing. Maybe you guys are perfectionists, maybe you guys, anytime you get to working and doing things, you're just like, oh, I got to do this first, but I can't move forward until this one thing is done. Right. So that could be your possible current energy where it's just like that stop and start, can't really complete energy. But I do feel like you guys are my entrepreneur crew or CEO crew, someone that's in leadership, right? So let's see what your current energy is giving. All right. Ooh, we have the Knight of Wands. So how I'm seeing this is that, yeah, you're fired up to do things, right? But you haven't quite reached the King of Wands or the Queen of Wands. You're still at a Knight and you're just charging forward, trying to find the light, like you're chasing the light, but you haven't fully stepped into the light, right? So I feel like that's what your current energy is. You have all the passion in the world, I literally lit your fire as we started the reading. You know what I'm saying? It's just like you helped me to remember that I needed to light the fire to get the party really started, right? And so I feel like you have that passion, you have that power, that drive, that motivation. It's just something is hindering you from getting to where you want in your career, or maybe you're not taking for lack of better words, mature steps. What I mean by that is like practical steps. Like the Knight energy is really quick, fast, impulsive energy, right? You might be taking the approach of that, and you might need to take an approach of the Knight of Pentacles where they're going slow, they're taking their time, they're really building. But we're going to get into all of that first before I deem that as the official diagnosis. Okay. All right. Oh, I'm so happy. I love to do readings, and if you're new here, you'll love my readings too, because we just have fun. I just like to have fun. And certain readings certain piles bring out different personalities, not in a crazy way, but just like in a serious or funny or sad or emotional personality. So you guys get it all. I'm so excited to share it with you guys. All right, let's see. Ooh, I ain't ready yet. I ain't ready. Okay. I'm over here smiling because I'm like, the fact that I'm like, I ain't ready. I feel like that's y'all. Things are falling in your lap. Things are around you. People are offering you things, but you just like, I ain't ready. Nah. Not yet. But then again, you are. It's like you are, but you aren't. It's that stop and start energy. I can't talk today at all. Okay. So here, let's talk to pile number 1. And let's get some information about potential careers for pile number 1. Their energy is very magnetic, very fiery. What are some potential careers for pile number 1? Pile number 1, Spirit. I definitely feel like it's some stuff you don't want to see. Like, it's things that'll pop out and you just like blindly not look at it. Okay. Bottom of the deck is 9 of Pentacles. Blindly not look at it doesn't really make sense. It makes too much sense that it doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I mean. It's like you're just choosing not to look at these options, right? So let's see what we can gather from this. So we have the Sun, we have the 9 of Wands, we have the 2 of Cups, we have the Magician, and we have the 7 of Cups. Okay. Give me a second. As you guys know, I like to meditate on the messages and get some clear direction. So give me one moment. God, please come in and give us some clear, concise, accurate messages for pile number 1. So it is. All right, you guys. Okay. Okay, so I really feel like you guys are people who will help other people see themselves, okay? Because we have the 9 of Pentacles out here. Sorry, all this noise over here. We have the 9 of Pentacles over here at the bottom of the deck. And the 9 of Pentacles to me is more so like, it's that money that you've built up for yourself. The 10 of Pentacles is that money you've built up for your family, right? The stability, all that kind of stuff. So I feel like you help people find their inner passions and you help bring clarity to their path. Like you shine a light as to how they can take themselves out of what no longer serves them and really meet themselves where they need to meet themselves, right? So this can look like a life coach, a business consultant. I would want to say a CEO, but it's more of a consulting energy. It's more so like if you were to be a therapist, you help people see their true inner selves and their strength and build their confidence back up and help them reach their goals and find what truly matches them energetically, right? If you were let's say you worked in sales, let's just say sales, and you went to a company and you have this product and you're like, look, this thing can bring you this, and that, right? It's going to help you achieve these 3 things. It's going to help you eliminate these things. And it's going to help you really find the customer of your dreams, right? That's the kind of, career field that you need to be in. Something with sales, something that allows people to hear your expertise and allows people to feel your energy and your passions, right? And it's kind of specific, right? It can't be something like it can be like a teacher. I don't want to say it can't be like a teacher, but it really feels like you facilitate a person on their journey to their passions, right? And teachers do that. So you could be a professor or a teacher. I guess a better example would be like a lawyer. Like a lawyer could guide you to a better path or whatever, but they're really just fighting justice for you. You know what I'm saying? Like they're really just trying to make sure your story sounds good and to prove your innocence and to make sure that you can live your life the best way, but they're not necessarily giving you guidance on how to live your life and how to get to that next step, right? So of course this falls into being a counselor, therapist, a guidance counselor, I already said that, a teacher, a business consultant, things like that, like something where you're helping people achieve something. Okay. So yeah, I guess I scratch all that about it not being a teacher. It definitely can be a teacher. But I feel like, you help people realize that they have a lot that they can manifest with just themselves. Like, even though you come in to help them, you help them realize that they could have done it by themselves the whole entire time. So to me, this is like, especially like a life coach, because like, if we were to go to like a doctor or something, they give you, techniques and stuff like that to tell you how to live a healthier life. But they're also going to continue to try to get you to come back in their office. Okay. Right. Like, not that they're like probing problems onto you. It's a business, right? Therapy is a business as well, but the basis of it seems to be untainted. This is getting into my conspiracy bag a little bit, but it's just untainted a little bit. So it seems like you'll be more in a career field that is more pure. Okay, more pure in actually helping people rather than chasing money. Like, it doesn't, not that you're going to be broke or anything, because I wholeheartedly believe that when you do something you love, money finds you, right? Your primary focus isn't about money, it's about people finding their joy, you finding your joy, right? So if we want to flip it back on it being a you thing, let's say your career is to just live your life. That can look like being an influencer on YouTube. That can look like being on TikTok. That can be an author. Like, let's say you're an author and you like to write stories. You could literally write about your life and make a living off of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is all about self. So whatever career you decide to be in, it definitely is coming with thinking about yourself first, right? Like we said, like, I feel like when we started the reading, it's like a start and stop, because I feel like you just have a lot of things you want to do. You have a lot of just energy going on and you don't really know where to put it. But it seems like the best place for you to put it is to put it into other people. And those people will give you that satisfaction that you're looking for, that a career necessarily, like a certain career, like a workplace or a company, isn't necessarily going to give you. It's an individual that's going to give you that satisfaction and that feeling of success. So your work is more so in independent, one-on-one, intimate relationships, which looks like being a life coach, possibly being a teacher, being a I forgot some of the ones I said. I said a life coach, a teacher. There were some more. I want to say a CEO, but it's like, to me, a CEO, they're guiding the company for sure, but they're guiding a company. They're not guiding one person. So a therapist, that's the one thing I think I didn't say. Teacher, life coach, therapist, counselor, all that kind of stuff. So this is definitely like my spiritual group as well, because I feel as if you are guiding people and leading people, you definitely are the spiritual people who just give people a reason to live, right? A reason to go on and to find that joy and to really find their independence. That's really what it is. So you guys are intimates, one-on-ones, not the big company people. You're not going to be the person who, I wouldn't see you as like a celebrity. Like, you wouldn't be doing anything in celebrity. I don't really see the arts here. I mean, we do have like the Knight of Wands and stuff. And I feel like, I feel like you are just a mega of like different categories. So you don't have like a category other than life. Like, life is your job, right? And so you just have to find a way to make money by living life. And if that looks like you live your life and then you teach people how to live their life based off of what you did through life coaching, influencing, spirituality, whatever, then that's what that looks like, right? Or if it just looks like you take a direct approach and go to school and become a therapist and learn how to deal with the mind and the emotions and stuff like that, and then you go and help people on an individual basis, that is going to help you out a lot, and it's really going to put you into a successful space. Okay, so these two cards right here I haven't really talked about, but I kind of have talked about it. Like, I feel like if you can find a way to bring all of your talents, hobbies, and interests together and put it out to people so that they can find some type of connection with you, an individual connection, you will start to build these intimate one-on-one relationships, but it's a business relationship, right? Because you're helping them, right? So this looks like, if you were to be a life coach, you would want to make a ebook or a package or a service or something, and then jump online and start giving people information. Start telling them how they can live a healthier life on a daily basis, how they can be happier if they do this thing instead of this thing. Like, start reaching people so that you can start making those intimate connections. All right. So those are your potential careers. We have established is intimate, one-on-one, individual based. Okay. So we're going to focus on the ones that kept popping up as I was reading. The biggest one that popped up was life coach. The other biggest one was a therapist / counselor, and the other one was a teacher. So I'm going to focus on those three, and we're just going to focus on what the outcome of you doing those could be, or something similar to that. Okay. You'll have to, if this doesn't resonate with you, but you do have something in mind where you're like, that is similar to being a teacher. It's not quite, or it's similar to being a therapist. It's not quite. Then, it's like, if I had to find an adjacent, I would say, like, let's say you're a hairstylist, a cosmetologist, or like a esthetician or something like that. But I didn't say that here, and I just said therapist, right? Estheticians, hairstylists, they're all seen as a form of a therapist, right? Then they're not classically trained, but everyone lays down their life and you're helping them on an individual basis. So you have to think of it that way. If I didn't hit a specific career that hit your heart like that, but what should have hit your heartstrings was that you would work on an individual, intimate, one-on-one, case-by-case basis, rather than a huge group company setting, like leading a team or a business like a CEO, right? Okay, so you think of it that way. That's really what this is. Like, you're going to feel like you've had your wish fulfillment once you realize that you can take all the talents that you've been doing and the things that you do on a normal basis, your interests, hobbies, all that. When you realize you can make it all come into one and you can help people with that, you're going to feel successful and happy. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and get some clarifiers. This has been an interesting reading. All right. God, let's see. What is the outcome of pile number 1, pursuing being a teacher? What is the outcome? You know what? I'm going to change that. I'm not going to go by individual careers. I'm just going to say, what's the outcome of you following this career that is based in individuality, intimate one-on-one relationships, things like that. We want to see that. Okay, so what is the outcome? I just need to reshuffle. I'm sorry, y'all. It's y'all being perfectionists. I'm blaming it on y'all. Okay, God. Spirit, please come through. Pile number 1. What's the outcome of them following a career that caters to individuality? Individuality. What is the outcome of pile number 1? Pursuing a career that caters to individuality, intimate relationships, and one-on-one connections. Let's see. Okay. Bottom of the deck is the 8 of Cups. All right, y'all. Okay, let's see what we got. We have the Knight of Voices. All right, things gonna get a little messy. Knight of Voices. The Hierophant. The King of Voices, which is the King of Swords. The 3 of Voices. The 8 of Voices. Wow. The 4 of Pentacles and the 2 of Cups. I'm just going to put you right here. Okay. Actually, just put you here. Okay. So the outcome of this, of you pursuing a career that is based in individuality, intimate relationships, one-on-one connections. First, it's going to come in. First, it's going to look like it's not coming in at all. Did you see how many times I was shuffling the deck and nothing came out? And then all of a sudden the Night of Voices came on, and then we start getting messages, right? So it's gonna appear as nothing is happening. Like once you figure out what this career is for you, you're gonna be like, okay, this thing is interesting. This thing is interesting. You might start researching. You might start looking for ways to pursue it. And then you're just gonna start feeling like, okay, nothing's happening. Like nothing's moving. I don't know how to even jump into this new thing or how to do this thing of individuality, intimate relationships. Like how, right? Then all of a sudden there's going to be some fast type of like information, communication, something that's going to like clear up the mental fog. And it's just going to be like, okay, I see how I can do this, right? And I see how I can step confidently and really put myself basically into the limelight, like basically just make myself be seen and show my wisdom by being confident in who I am, being confident that all the experiences that I have been through, all of the things I had to break free from have built me up into somebody and into something that is a powerhouse that can be trusted and that can be seen as an expert, right? So, I'm so sorry, you guys. I got distracted. I have a car coming, and I thought that was my car, but it's someone else's car because they're running after it. Anywho, I'm so sorry. Because now I think that this person is like trying to take their car, like they're getting their car repoed. And this person's trying to run after the car to keep his car. So, I'm taking that as a sign. You might even be a person who like helps people just get their life back on track. Like, let's say that you become someone who's very specialized in credit and you help individuals get their credit back on track, or you help people get their finances back on track, and or how to like jump into a new career. Like you are a consultant of some sort, and whatever information you know is going to help somebody get to a better space in life just by themselves. And I would say with no help, but it's with your help, but by their action and their action alone, right? And they're going to know that their action is going to make it because your action is showing them that you made it. And you're just telling them what to do based off of what you did. All right. So I hope that helps you think. I know these readings can be like, dang, can you give me more? Can you like be specific? But it's like, that's not how Spirit talks to us. Spirit wants us to be specific. Okay. They want us to tell them what we want to do. And then we go from there. It's not the other way around. So I know it's frustrating. But yeah, so I do feel like you're really just gonna like the outcome of you jumping into this and helping people on an individual basis in an intimate relationship way. You're really going to sit back and think about all the wisdom you've built up and really be confident enough to step forward and share your intellect, your information, all that with people because you've been through heartbreak and you've been stuck in a lot of things and you found your way up by building yourself back up brick by brick by brick and building your stability just by having faith and by putting in that action, right? And it's just going to align you with like so many different people, so many different opportunities, and it's soulmate energy. You're going to feel like you really have found your purpose here in life. And so, yeah, just to give you some more examples, or not more, just to reiterate the examples. Y'all know I like to bring it back home. We talked about being a teacher. We talked about being a counselor, a consultant, we said a therapist and a counselor. Yeah. I think that was the brunt of it. Things that are one-on-one relationships, intimate relationships, individual help for people. And we can also, I also included being a cosmetologist or being, in the financial accountant world, stuff like that, especially like helping people see like a new road, a new light, or helping people feel beautiful as the Knight of Wands and stuff like that. So yeah, you guys, let's go ahead and get you guys some oracles just to give you guys some advice. We've already touched on the current energy, the potential careers, the outcome, and now we're going to give you guys some additional guidance. Okay. And then we'll close it up with some angel numbers. So let's see. Before we go into the oracle, though, I forgot to talk about the Eight of Cups at the bottom of this deck. You are also helping people. It just ties into you helping people like choose a new life, and you help them walk away from what doesn't help them and walk towards what is going to be their Nine of Pentacles, basically. So that's amazing. I'm probably going to be reaching out to one of you guys one day because we all need help to get our life on track. So all right. Last messages for pile number one, Spirit. Some last oracle for pile number one. What do you want to tell them about their potential careers, their career life? What's going to be new? What's coming up? What guidance? Whatever you want to say. We got a runner or a jumper. All right. Bottom of the deck is patience, number 22. We've been talking about patience this whole time. I mean, we were just jumping. We were jumping back and forth. We couldn't get started. Then we got started. And then there was somebody running after the car. It was a lot going on. So I'm pretty sure that this reading, you probably just like, speed it up. But Spirit said, be patient, young child. Be patient. Okay, so we got perspective, number one. And what pile is this? Number one. Okay, perspective, helping people see. We have the sun, perspective. We have a lot of swords out here. You're helping people see through the darkness. You really are. So y'all are heavy in therapy, spirituality, like, and even if you don't particularly become a spiritualist, like, you can still indoctrinate spirituality in your everyday work. You know what I'm saying? So it's like whatever career you are in, when you start to flourish, it's because you're helping somebody on an individual basis with your wisdom, your experiences, and the knowledge that you have, honey. Ooh, so beautiful. So we also have self-care, number 12, which reduces down to a number 3. So when you're taking care of everybody, make sure you take care of yourself, okay? Because it's a lot. And number 5 is timing. Things are going to align at the right time, and they're going to start changing for you right when it's supposed to happen. So you just need to be patient. All right. Number 22 is number 4, which is patience. And number 5 is timing. Spirit is like, in due time, it will happen for you. And the chips will fall into place so that you can see how you can make this a reality and a dream for you. Okay. All right. Last messages from my personal oracle deck. Oh, okay. All right. Last messages for pile number 1 regarding their career. What do you want to tell them about their career, Spirit? Last messages. What do you want to tell pile number 1 about their career? I'm going to do this 2 more times, and if nothing comes out, I was gonna pass it up, but we'll see. All right. Faith is the first step to planting the seed, okay? So one of Spirit's messages is like, you need to have faith in your abilities and what you know and what you've experienced, okay? Stop sleeping on yourself and have faith that you can do whatever it is that you want to do, okay? The magic starts within you, all right? I just gave you a pep talk, so there you go. The magic starts within you. As long as you believe it, you'll make it happen. And believe that you are what you believe, what you've experienced, and what you have to tell people is very valuable and very knowledgeable and very just sacred. Okay. So I'm here to tell you that, and I'm here to give you that boost to start putting your stuff out there, because people need to hear your voice. They do. And they need to be able to connect with you. I feel like the collective really needs people like you to really like tap into their individuality, because we're really going into a society that's more individualistic, and you're one of those people who are really going to help people tap into that. Okay. So we need you to get out there to let us know that you're here. Okay. Whatever that looks like. If that means going to school, jumping on social media, getting a different job, starting your own business, whatever that looks like, do your thing. Okay. All right. So time to shift your focus. Timing too, yo. Time to shift. Seriously, like, it's time now. Like, the time is now. We want you to start thinking about how you're going to get to this thing. All right. How are you going to get to this new career? Because I don't believe that you guys are in it right now. And if you are, you haven't been taking it that serious. And Spirit wants you to really jump in it. Get focused. Let's go. Okay. Healing is needed. Take time to do shadow work. In order for you to really help other people, you have to continue to heal as well. Right. So don't skip that. Continue to work on yourself. I think you're doing good though. I think you guys are good. I think you just need to slow it down a little bit and refocus your energy, like Spirit's been saying. It's time to make a decision. Yeah, that's why you're listening to this reading right now, because you're just like, yo, I would love to be in the career of my dreams. Okay. But like, I don't know what it is, but I have all these options. I have all these things that I'm good at and I want to do and all this stuff. But now that I've given you some direction as to, you know, what you should do, look at those things that you do and see what matches this reading. And that's the direction you need to go in. Relationship issues are coming to the forefront. So, this kind of ties back into being a therapist. I can say being a teacher, being a consultant. Like, if you're not good with people in relationships, or you don't know how you show up in relationships, then you really need to work on that before you start doing this career, or while you're doing the career, because I literally told you your whole career is based off of one-to-one intimate relationships. Okay. It's all about individuality, and which is kind of contradicting to relationships, but it's like you are in relationship with people to help them find their individuality. So in order to have healthy relationships and strong relationships that flourish into something more than business, or just have a healthy business relationship, you have to work on whatever issues you personally have in other relationships. Okay. Let's get you guys some angel numbers, and then I'll let you guys go. I've had a grand time talking to you guys. I feel like we really had a time. Okay. Ooh, okay. I only wanted 2. So we have a 1 and a 2. These are my little dominoes. And then we got a 2 and a 6. Okay. So I will put some here on the screen somewhere, different combinations. We have a 2-2-1, a 2-2-6, a 6-2-2, a 6-2-1, a 1-2-2, a 1-2-6, a 6-1-2. And so many more. Okay. So what really stands out here for me though is a 2-1-2. Is the person with the person meeting to do this thing, which is what you're doing. One-to-one relationships. Okay. All right, you guys, I've had a grand time with you guys today. If you guys want to stay tuned with me and keep up with whenever I upload and every time I'm back here, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And also, if you want to keep up with me outside of here, I will be back on TikTok soon. Not there yet, but she's coming. All right. And that is where I do astrological daily readings. So if you're into that, that's where I do that. But here I will always do pick a cards and occasionally spiritual talks. Okay. So I love y'all so much, and I hope you guys have an amazing day, week, night, whenever you're watching this. And I will see you in my next reading. Okay. Bye. Hello, pile number 2. Welcome into your reading. I hope you guys are doing good. And I hope that this reading finds you well. Okay. I always have to get my life together. So, pile number 1 was really fun. So I hope you guys are just as fun. Okay. I went a little bit over, so I'll try to give you guys the same amount of time, but we'll see. So if you skip the intro, we're going to be starting with your current energy. That's what this card is. So we're just going to look and see where you're currently at in your career, what you're feeling, what you're doing right now. And then we're going to look into potential careers and then the outcome of those careers. And we'll finish it up with some additional messages with Oracle and some angel numbers. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. I don't really have a read on you guys' energy right now. I feel like pile 1 came in so strong. I don't really have, you guys don't have like a strong energy. So maybe you guys are more chill. Pile 1 was a little laid back too, but it was different. It was like a hidden laid back. Like they were laid back, but then they was like, boom. So I don't know. You guys are maybe my mysterious crowd. Like you're not trying to give nobody nothing right now, but let's see. Okay, so you are in your 8 of Wands energy. Okay, that's interesting. I feel like you possibly have a lot of opportunities around you. And maybe that's why you're watching this reading right now, because you're like, I don't know which direction to go in. Like if I go here, it'll look like this. If I go here, it'll look like this, right? So I feel like you're being faced with some decisions. And but they're good decisions. They're all things that you're happy about, but it's put you in a position where it's like, I don't want to make the wrong decision, right? So let me know if that is right. Other than that, I would just say that if you don't have a lot of opportunities coming, you're not sure where to look for the right opportunities, but I feel like they're still around you. I feel like you're a magnitude and a magnet for a lot of opportunities right now. It's just possible that you don't like them, but you definitely have them. This pile 2 has options and opportunities. It's just a matter if you like it or not. So let's go ahead and get some additional messages and talk about potential careers. All right, Spirit, pile number 2. What are some potential careers for pile number 2? Potential careers for pile 2. Let's see. Potential careers for pile 2. All right, bottom of the deck is the Hanged Man. Okay. Let's see what we got going. A lot. All right, we got the High Priestess, 3 of Pentacles, the Fool, Temperance, the Ace of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, 6 of Cups, and the 7 of Cups. Okay, give me a second to channel this message with Spirit. Spirit, please come in and give us some clear, concise, accurate messages for pile number 2. So be it so it is. Okay. All right. So what I'm saying here is you guys are, well, first, when I was like meditating and just letting the messages come to me, I felt very grounded. Like you guys are like very stable, very grounded, and do things in a very practical way. Like there's not a lot of fleeting energy here, but I feel like that's what Spirit is trying to like show you, that your career is going to be in a more fleeting energy, but it also is going to be in your grounded, calm nature, I guess you can say. Like, because we have Temperance out here, and that's all about patience and balance. We have the Hangman out here, which is all about patience and different perspectives. And then we have like the 3 of Pentacles out here, which can be seen as like a legal thing, like legal commitments and stuff like that. And so I automatically kind of think of justice just a little bit. So it feels like you'll have a healthy balance of fast and slow, exciting and low key and calm. It just seems like you need a mix, but I feel like that. Like you need the yin and the yang, the yin and the yang. You need both to keep you going and to keep you excited, right? And so I feel like you're happy to be listening to this reading today, and you're happy that you get to even be thinking about all these opportunities that are coming to you. You just need some guidance, and that can kind of cause a little bit of anxiety, but you're happy nonetheless. I really feel like careers that allow you to sit, think, meditate, and then make a decision is going to be your best bet. So to me, that looks like something that involves a lot of depth. That can be like an architect, a lawyer, because I'm thinking like, when you're an architect, I'm an interior designer, so I know a lot about architecture. So it's when you're working in design, you have to like start and stop. You have to go meet with a client to get information, then go back and think about that information and think about how you can best implement it, and then go back and give the package, talk to the client, and then go back and think some more, right? So it's given you need a job that allows you to speed up to slow down, something that gives you intervals, that keeps you intrigued, something that grabs you, but then allows you to release and be free, So being in something that's like super high paced all the time, like being in the kitchen or like a private chef or whatever, or being like a personal trainer, or doing something that's constantly having you move is not an ideal path for you. It's something that slowly moves you into something, but allows you to stay balanced as you cross over to new things, right? And again, you have a lot of options here. Like we have the 8 of Wands here along with the 7 of Cups. You have lots of options. Spirit just wants you to give to yourself what you actually want to do and not what other people think is the best for you, right? So it's going to be, of course, all these readings it's going to be up to you to sit back and really think like, what is it that really resonates with you, right? But just to give you some potential careers that can give you balance, of course, being a judge, you know what I'm saying? Like you really... you make split decisions as a judge, but for the most part, you'll be briefed on a case first and you get to ponder on it, and then you get to make a fair judgment and be balanced in your approach to life. Being a lawyer as well. You're a little bit one-sided as a lawyer, but you do evaluate all the facts. You speed up to slow down. You hurry up and get a case, get the information, and then you slow down to evaluate the information and really dig deep and try to question and whatever. Same as like a detective. I feel like you are intrigued by how deep you can go into things, and with depth takes time and patience. Like depth doesn't just come like that. Like it takes time to really dig deep and find all the minute things that might be calculating and equating up to this other thing, right? So yeah, I feel like you're a puzzle. Like I started off that way. I said you're like a mystery. So like you like to crack the case. So being in law, anything. I really been talking about law this whole time. I feel like this is my law pal. You guys are the lawyers, the judges, even policemen. Who else is in law? You could be financial law. Just whatever type of law. I feel like you're in something that's orderly, or you need to be in something that's orderly. Maybe being, I don't necessarily know the technical name. I guess you would be maybe a broker if you're buying stocks and bonds. I don't know the technical career, but being in finances and working with stocks and bonds and stuff like that, so that you are dealing with the highs and lows of the stock market all the time, like you're getting that balanced approach of being up and then being down and being up and being down. Like you have to think about your energy that way, but you definitely want something that's balanced. I can see it all in your energy, and Spirit is definitely saying that you taking a new beginning in something towards one of these options you have is going to bring you that stability you're looking for, but also the excitement because it's new, right? It's fresh, it's different, and it's really going to balance you out. So whatever's around you, look at it and see, like what I said, like what is it that gives you that yin and yang? What is it that speeds you up and slows you down? What is it that's a little hot and a little cold, right? That's what's going to keep you intrigued and really have you be very successful in your career. It's going to give back to you in a lot of different ways and just keep producing more and more opportunities for you to the point where you're just like, I just don't know. And when you hit that I don't know point, Spirit is like, take your time and look at it from a different perspective, because you're going to reach your happiness, just be patient. Okay. And try to always be in a balanced energy. If something feels too hot, you need to go a little cold. If something feels too cold, you need to go a little hot. Right. So if you find yourself in your career where it's just a little unbalanced, just keep that in your mind to be more balanced. So just to recap a little bit about the potential careers, we have potentially being a lawyer, being a judge, being someone who has to make decisions based on fairness, anything in the law. There were some other things. I'm always channeling, then I try to recap and I can't remember the recap because I'm channeling. So there were some other things I said, y'all. Don't charge it to my head or my heart. Okay, just let me be. But yeah, so we're gonna look at the outcome of you pursuing these careers that give you that yin and yang, that start and stop type of feel. Oh yeah, we also talked about being a detective, being mysterious, cracking the case, anything where you have to problem solve, really. So this can even be like being a scientist, like you're doing an experiment and you need to figure out how to make this thing work. So you're experimenting, right? Things like that. It's just like you're stopping and starting, you're trying to see the result, and then you're going back to the drawing board. So I really feel like research, any type of research is good for this pile as well. And just case studies, like you guys are a wealth of knowledge, and I feel like you like to build on that, but you don't like to get tied down in knowledge. You like to do action too. So that's why I say an architect as well, because if you are in the design field, that like when you're designing, you're learning. When you're learning, you're designing. So you have to go to Google and do some research sometimes to figure out how to do this design. But then you go back and you do the design, right? So it's a stop and start, a slow down to speed up type of vibe, right? So yes, those are the potential careers for you, and whatever's around you that matches that, go for it. Okay. Okay, God, what is the outcome of pile number 2, pursuing the careers that we have discussed? What is the outcome of them pursuing a career of yin and yang, of balanced energy, positive and negative energy? All right, bottom of the deck is Temperance again. You being balanced. That is the biggest outcome, is you're going to feel so grounded and so stable and so balanced. We have the 4 of Wands here, which is all about new foundations, stability, marriage, happiness, family, things of that nature. The Ace of Wands is here, the Queen of Wands, the 6 of Cups out again, and then the 8 of Wands out again. Okay. It really feels like God really wants you to tap into your inner child. What was it that you loved to do as a child that gave you that yin and yang feeling? Okay. Now, you guys, I'm not going to give you a yin and yang example, but I am going to give you an example that is on my heart, because I felt like in one of my pals today, I was going to have to give this example because we're talking about career. So I will give you guys the spill. Okay. So basically, when it comes to your inner child, and trying to find what it is that you want to do and what you love to do as a child, one thing you have to remember is that your adult brain and mind and just emotions is going to try to talk you out of everything that anyone said was impossible, right? So when we are kids, we don't think anything is impossible. We think we can do it all, right? And so when we become adults, we start to see how life plays out and how we have to do certain things to get to where we want to be. And some things feel impossible. So to give an actual example of my life, I've recently discovered a new career that I want to be in, but this isn't necessarily new. I've been doing it all of my life since I was like 5. And now that I've kind of come to terms with it, I just sat back and realized like, well, why did it take me so long to get here? And it was because I felt like it was impossible. I felt like everyone who went on this path always ended up not being successful. And if they were successful, it was a slim chance, and I wasn't going to be successful in it anyway. So why should I try? Right. But then I've been through all these different careers. I've tried so many careers, y'all, so many. And I was like, you know what I haven't tried is this one career that I have loved all of my life. And it's just in me. I do it almost every day, but I just feel like it's something that I can't be successful in because it's such a cutthroat industry, right? And because I felt that way, it was stopping me and I was sabotaging myself from even exploring it. I never had even tried. I had been in it, but I had never professionally pursued it. And so now that I have decided to professionally try to pursue it, a world of opportunities have opened up for me. And I feel like that's what Spirit wants to tell you today is that if you really go back and sit and think, what have you been doing since a child that you do right now all the time for free for yourself just because you enjoy it? Let's say it's jump roping. Let's say you love to jump rope, but you were just like, how am I going to be successful with jump ropes? And I was like, well, if you love jump roping that much, we'll find a way for you to be successful with jump ropes, right? And so all of a sudden you start seeing materials on how to make a jump rope. And then you start learning the production of a jump rope. Then you start selling jump ropes. And then you start doing like workouts with jump roping. You know what I'm saying? And like you have built this whole thing off of this one thing that you love. And you didn't think it was possible because of what other people thought or what the perceived notion of society was saying, right? So that is what Spirit is trying to tell you. It's like your career is going to come from something you love so deeply, but it might take you some time. It might take you some time. You're going to get excited when it comes. It's going to take you some time to see it, but it's all around you. And it's something that is just like impeding in your life every day almost, but it's going to take you to see it. That's literally what it is. The outcome of you following this though is really going to be a whole new foundation, a new life, a new just like perspective and just a new passion found for life. Like, I don't feel like you guys feel necessarily passionate right now in what you're doing. I feel like you feel content, you feel grounded, you feel stable, you feel like you have everything you need, but you don't have what you want. And you don't feel passionate about it. You're not in love with it. And Spirit is saying that this thing that brings you that yin and yang that feeds into your inner chart, I can't talk today, inner child heart is what is really going to bring that passion into your life. It's really going to light you up. It's really just going to like push you forward. And once you can come to terms with it, the opportunities will lift the veil for you and show their face like, we're here. This is what the opportunity is, right? And you're just going to be sitting as the Queen of Wands, just attractive, magnetic towards all the new beginnings you want because you followed your heart, you follow what you really wanted and your desires, and you were patient with yourself while looking at different perspectives, okay? Because with this speed up to slow down energy, it's a lot of going forward to step back. It's a lot of 2 to 3 steps forward to 5 steps back. So being patient and understanding that the balance is going to be your best friend, and also choosing a career that allows you to dip into that yin and yang, that feminine energy, that masculine energy, along with, I just had a sidetrack because when I said masculine and feminine energy, that can kind of go with being a judge. Like you have to be assertive and make a decision about something very serious, but you also have to have compassion. So that's where that yin and yang comes from, right? So just little things like that. Think of it that way when you are pursuing and looking for your career, and definitely tap into that inner child, because that's where the real answer is at. Okay. And I hope you guys enjoyed my story. But I had to say it because I was like, this is the pile that it fits at. Okay. So we are going to go ahead and get some additional guidance to close out the reading from this oracle deck and my personal oracle deck. And then we will go ahead and do angel numbers. Okay. So let's see. And my stomach was growling earlier. So I really feel like you guys are just going to be hungry for success once this comes to your awareness. You're just going to be like, oh yeah, nah, I'm ready. Let's go. Let's go. All these opportunities around me. I got to do it. Okay, Spirit. Additional guidance for pile number 2. What guidance do you have for pile number 2, Spirit? Guidance involving the potential careers. What guidance do you have for them involving their potential careers? A lot of hidden energy. Things just don't want to come out. But then when they come out, they come out. Bottom of the deck is tools. Number 54, reducing down to a number 9, which means to me is that you're almost there. Number 9 is almost to completion, and you have the tools all around you already to get to exactly where you want to be in the career that you want to be in. So all we have to figure out is what that career is. And you're probably like, I came to this reading to figure that out. And I gave you some options, but I really just gave you the tools to figure out how to get to that answer. Okay? Because it is a general reading, y'all. I'm sorry. You're not going to get super specific, but something that I said today did resonate because you're still here. So, and it's going to help you get closer and closer. Okay. All right. So we have merriment, number 35, which reduces down to a number 8. So I feel like the more fun you have, the more joy you bring into your life, the more abundant you will be, the more opportunities that will enter your life. Okay. Love, number 10. Ooh. Oh, that's cute. Okay, so it's very possible that your career involves a lover. Maybe you might meet a love at work, or maybe you might go into business with someone that you fall in love with, something like that. But it feels like whatever it is, you're going to love it, clearly. And it's going to bring a lot of love into your life. Okay, so Spirit is really telling you, like, do what you love. Seriously. It's going to bring you money, okay? Seriously. And just to give another example, just think of a career that everyone's like, yeah, good luck with that. Number 1 career that everyone says that with is being an artist. Being an artist, any type of artist really, but specifically like a painter or like an illustrator or something like that. People are always like, good luck. That's a dream. If that's your dream and that's what you love to do, Spirit is here to tell you today, that because you love it, you will be successful. You won't be successful if you don't love it. And it's not to say that you're not successful right now because you're not passionate. I think you're content, and you possibly love what you do, but it doesn't light you up and bring you extreme joy. So Spirit wants you to go towards that extreme joy and that thing that really lights you up and makes you feel like you're in love with your career, even if it feels impossible. Okay. So that makes me even tie the art thing, because maybe some of you guys are artists here, right? And you're like, well, how do I do that yin and yang with the art? And it's like, well, think about when you're creating art, you're not always happy. And you're not always angry or sad or mad or nothing, right? You go through different emotions, and you go through your highs and your lows. And so if you're able to channel that yin and yang energy in your art, boom, there's your career. Does it bring you joy? Does it bring you love? Does it make you feel like you're in love with it? Then that's your career, right? That's how you have to engineer your life and break it down. You know what I'm saying? I guess reverse engineer your life. You have to break it down and see, okay, how do I get to this thing? And how do I build the confidence to achieve this thing as well, right? Okay, so we also have possibilities. Number 9, I always believe that there are possibilities because they're all around you. I keep telling you that. You have a lot of options. You just have to be confident to choose it, and you have to choose one. Then we have decision. I just told you. Number 26 is number 8 again. We have an 8 here, an 8 here, and an 8 here, and an 8 here. You have nothing but abundance and money just waiting to hit you. It's like we are waiting on you. Are you going to choose it or not? Because if you're not, then we'll just be sitting here till you do. So yeah. And then commitment, number 28, number 10. We got another 10, another 1 basically. So a 1 here, a 1 here. Oh, that's a 0, I guess. But 1 here and a 1 here. Whatever this thing is, you're going to commit to it. God wants you, your spirit team, whoever you believe in, wants you to commit to the thing that you love. Point blank, period. Whatever it is that you love, commit to it and you will be successful. I'm giving you guys a task. Like, this is my podcast. Okay. Cause on my podcast, I used to really have the girls doing homework, and you guys are going to have homework. Okay. I want you to sit down and write a list of 3 things that you love. The top 3 things. And I want you to sit and think, if I was to do this as a career, what would that look like for me? And when I say, what would that look like? I want you to think, okay, this looks like joy. What does joy look like to me in this career? Right? Right. Joy, merriment, love. What does love feel like? What does look like, feel like, look like? What is all of this? How should my life look if I was to follow the top 3 things that I love? Okay. And that's going to help you get to what your career should be. All right. Okay, y'all. All right. We're going to do some last messages here. My readings have been running a little long, but I like talking to y'all. And honestly, most girls who watch tarots, and girls is gender neutral. Okay. They like the long readings. We like to give the in-depth information. I know. We all know. Between ASO Tarot, Kino Tarot, all of them, we love a long reading. So we're here. Okay. Last messages for pile number 2. So your pile number 2. Guidance. Yes, ma'am. Y'all see the card that popped out. Guidance for pile number 2. Guidance for pile number 2. Last guidance for pile number 2. All right. Okay. All right. Bottom of the deck is, hey, your best friend intuition is calling. Because you know. And that's why the high priestess is out here. I said that when we first started the reading. I was like, you know what you want to do. You just haven't really accepted it yet. That's all. That's it. Okay, so the first one that came out was make a plan and execute. Commitment. That ties right into commitment. If you are going to commit to the thing that you love, all you have to do is make a plan and see that plan through to be successful, because abundance of all forms is calling your name. Okay. I already told you that. We had the 8 here. We got the 8 over here. We got an 8 right here. We got an 8 right here. You have nothing but abundance around you. Spirit is like, can you just get to the plan and execute and do something? So I've already given you your first step. Your first step is to write down 3 things you love, and then write down what your life will look like, feel like, and look like, feel like. I thought I said something else. I guess look and feel like, and then go from there and see which one brings you the most joy, happiness, and love. Okay. Optimism equals good luck. As long as you believe and you have the faith, God's going to make your dreams come true. I promise you. And we already talked about what your potential careers are. Okay. So make room for your manifestations. You want this. You do want this. And Spirit wants you to have it too. They do. Okay. So let's go ahead and get your angel numbers. If you are new to angel numbers, all you have to do is a cute little Google search of the angel numbers. I have a source that I love, but I'll let you find your source. And I like to use dominoes because I don't know, Black History Month, but I use them all the time. So so Here are your numbers. We have a 6 and a 4. And we don't have a 6. We have a 5 and a 4. And we have a 1 and a blank. If we ever get the 2 blanks, I always say make a wish, but we don't have that one right now. We have a 2 and a 2. Okay, so I will put the combination of numbers somewhere here on the screen, but just to call off a few, we have a 221, a 224, a 521, a 522, a 252, 251, 521, 421, 422, 242, and a 542, if I didn't already say that. Okay. Probably many more, but whatever stuck with you when I was calling them out, or whatever you see on the screen, it's all you, boo. Okay. I love y'all so much. I hope you guys have an amazing day, week, night, weekend. And whenever you're watching this, you can always find me on TikTok when I'm back over there. I will be back over in the next few weeks or so. Just give me some time, okay? But other than that, I'm over there under the same name. It's _Eretic, and I do daily astrological readings over there if you're into that. But other than that, I will be back over here in the next sometime this week. Yeah. So I love y'all. I hope you enjoyed your reading, and I will see you guys in the next reading. Bye. Hello, pile number 3. Welcome into your reading. Let's go ahead and get started. The piles have been fun. Okay, we've been getting really deep, and I really did not expect for the readings to get as deep as they've gotten, but let's see what Spirit has to tell you guys today. We're going to go ahead and get started. If you skipped the intro, I did say that we are going to start with your current energy. This is your current energy right here. And then we have potential careers that we're going to discuss. And then we'll talk about the outcome of those careers and then get some additional advice from the oracle cards as well as some angel numbers. Okay. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and get started. So you guys have the Ace of Swords. Nice. So I really feel like you guys are, I don't know, you guys are coming up on some kind of new idea. Right? Like that's the energy you're in. You're just like, you know what? I think you're either thinking like, I don't know if this career is right for me that you're currently in, or, you know, this career is cool, but I just think I want something different. Like you've had this spark and you're just curious. I feel like you're really curious. Like, should I like switch it up, or like, am I good where I'm at? Right. So we're going to go ahead and talk about some potential careers. And if these careers match what you are currently in, then maybe you don't need to switch. But if they don't, then this can definitely get your wheels turning to help you decide if you need to do a switch, or if you just want to explore something as a side hobby or something. I don't know. Let's see. I'm not too chatty in this pile yet. I think you guys are really in your like observance mode. Like you don't really got too much to say right now. You just kind of want to see like what's out there, like what's happening. You know, you're not like, if I had to put this into like an example, you're not the type that's out here doing different applications and stuff. You're just browsing. You're just like, that's interesting. Should I change? I don't know. Let me see. Let me just see what's out there. You know, you're just kind of browsing, but you've had this spark of an idea that's not a bad idea to kind of switch it up, right? So let's see. All right, Spirit, pile number 3. What are some potential careers for pile number 3, Spirit? Pile number 3. Potential careers for pile number 3, Spirit. Potential careers for pile number 3. Okay, bottom of the deck is Queen of Wands. Okay. We have the King of Swords. We have the Tower. Wow. We have the 3 of Wands, the 2 of Swords, the 8 of Wands, the 8 of Swords, and the Hermit. All right, everyone, give me a second. And I'm going to try to channel this message if I could leave the cards alone. Okay. Okay, Spirit, please come in and give us some clear, concise, accurate messages for pile number 3 regarding their potential career. So be it so it is. Okay, yours is it's pretty quick and to the point, honestly, which is like your whole makeup, which is why I was like, I'm not really chatting with you guys. I feel like you guys are just kind of like, I'm just here and I just want to go. Like, I just want to get it and go. Like, we don't need to kiki kaka. We can just get this message and go. So let me get to the point. King of Swords, you really, this pile, I'm surprised the Emperor's not out because this pile is the CEO pile. Hands down. Okay. You guys are the ones that create dynamic change with your decisions and with your intellect, with your knowledge and with your vision. Like what you see and how you envision something brings a lot of dynamic change and a lot of clarity to people and like roadmaps and just like success, right? So this looks like somebody who is an entrepreneur. Like they will start their own business. They will make sure that they are the CEO of that business. And if they're not the CEO, they'll at least be the innovator of that business, right? This might look like a director of some sort. You could be a director of music. You could be a director of TV, a director in like a school or just like in corporate America, like directing how things go. And if you are into human design, a projector, you know what I'm saying? Like your career needs to be in something where you make the decisions and you are the visionary. You are the person who is like your concept person, right? Like, yeah, you could be the person who's in production and technical and stuff like that, but like that's not where you'll stop. Like you will be in those positions where you're working more entry level and then you're working up under someone, but then doing more production and then you're being more technical and then you're leading more and then eventually you become the leader, right? I really feel like you guys, like pile number 1 was a leader pile too, but it was a little different. Like you guys are here to lead masses and lead groups. Like you have a lot of different energy around you. And I feel like you help people get unstuck. Like you help people see what they already know, but you kind of shed a light on it by making dynamic decisions and by just being firm and confident in who you are. So this looks like I said, being a CEO, this looks like just like leading a company of some sort, leading people of big groups. Okay. Now I'm not here. I'm not here to say you should do this, but people would say that you would be a cult leader. Okay. I'm just saying that the recipe is here. So if you ever thought about that, I'm not here to promote it. I'm just here to confirm it. Okay. But you are someone who sees the future and you see the roadmap on how to get there, but you're also the person that once that future has been pushed out and has been started, you move on to the next thing to start. So that's why you need to be in something that's more so of a concept based career, or something that allows you to generate the ideas and then give the ideas to someone else to flesh out. That's really what it is. You help people get started, you help yourself get started, and then you move on to start some other stuff. Right? Okay. So let's go ahead and get some the outcome of you following a career that allows you to be basically the leader. Okay. I've already said the careers. Like to me, you guys are my corporate America or business people. Like you're not really the people who are like my spiritual girls or nothing like that. You're very logical, very logical. You could be in tech. You could be in the STEM field. You could be like a doctor, a dentist or something like that. You know, a lawyer. I wouldn't say a lawyer. A lawyer, this ain't the lawyer pile. This is more so you're leading the masses. Okay. Like you have a group of people that you're helping in some kind of way based off of your decisions and your direction. Okay. So like I said, doctor, CEO, visionary, director, a creative. People hate to say that creative is a profession, but it is. If you just do a whole bunch of creative stuff and you make money from it, then you're a creative. So label yourself a creative if that's what you are. But this is that pile, right? You initiate, people follow. That's the whole dynamic here. You initiate, they follow. A true projector, and if you're not one, you got something somewhere, okay? But what is the outcome of pile number 3 following this dream or this career? I guess it is a dream for some of you guys, but this career of being a CEO, a boss, a maybe a doctor, someone who is in charge of important decisions and future thinking. What is the outcome of pile number 3 pursuing that type of career? What is the outcome of pile 3 pursuing a career where they are the boss? All right. Bottom of the deck wasn't technically temperance, but it kind of was. So we'll just say temperance and the 3 of pentacles is the bottom of the deck. Okay. So let's see what we got out here. We have the High Priestess. Ooh, we got the High Priestess, the Empress, the Wheel of Fortune, the 3 of Cups, the Queen of Swords, the 6 of Wands, and the Page of Pentacles. I'm going to need you to stop browsing and start initiating. Okay, it's time for you to step into this because it's ready for you, basically. Your new career is ready for you. Whatever you are interested in, I did this for pile number 2. Whatever you're interested in, you need to look at a list of just do 3 things that you love, 2 pieces. If you were to lose it today or not be able to do this thing, you would just want to lay your life down. Okay. Look at those things and ask yourself how you can make it a career. Or what it looks like, or how you can initiate a career from it. Not even make it a career. How can you be the first person to make that a career? Because that's basically what it is. You are a visionary. You are someone who is very intuitively connected. And this career, the outcome of this career is that it's going to tap you even more into your intuition. Like you're going to realize that you know way more than you give yourself credit for, or that you even realize, because it's intuition and spiritually based rather than in your mind and your brain that you've trained, right? It's more so in your heart and in your soul. And spirit is like, you're really going to birth into this new person and have just so many victories and so many different connections. This path is like really beautiful for you, and you're going to like provide opportunities for other people because you are such a leader and a visionary. You know what I'm saying? And you're just going to like just be building new things for new people and really help them like get to where they need to be. And I feel like somewhere in this career, if you choose this, you will be celebrated. Like people will put you on a pedestal, want to honor you, want to have like dinners and banquets and just awards and stuff to cater to you, to give to you, to let you know how much you have changed their life just by your visions, your ideas, and your willingness to be the first person to do something or to direct and move people in the direction of success, right? So you guys are the masses. Pile number 1 was on an individual base, and I forgot pile 2 that quick. I just did it. But pile 3, you guys are here to move the masses in some kind of way, and it's going to take a lot of confidence and stern decisions, like just being sure, like and in order to be sure, you have to tap into your intuition. God is like, yes, you're going to be using your logical mind all the time with this profession and directing people and moving the masses. But in order to move it efficiently in a way that's successful for you, you have to tap into your intuition. And so God just wants to tell you that, and you will be celebrated, and you're going to be providing a lot of opportunities for a lot of people. And that's amazing. I love to run into a fellow boss. Hello, what's up, y'all? I hope from boss to boss that we get to meet in another lifetime or in this lifetime, okay? In the physical realm and not just on the ethernet, okay? All right, y'all. We're going to get some advice for y'all, and then we're going to keep it moving. This one's gonna be short. I'm so sorry. Okay. One thing I also like about you guys' file is that the other files is like I had to get them there. Like you guys are already there, and that's why y'all so chill. You're just kind of like, I know I'm gonna make it. I just, I'm just trying to figure out like, is it time? Is it time to like really step into my leadership? Like you guys have it in you, and you have great ideas. So maybe you're just a little nervous. And with people who are very intellectual and very smart, they also tend to deal with like anxiety because your thoughts they're just so robust and just so advanced that sometimes you get overwhelmed with your own thoughts. So it's very possible that you've just been overthinking this whole thing, and all along that you can initiate something and it's gonna pop. You just been overthinking it. So yeah, let's see. Guidance for pile number 3 regarding their potential careers. What's some guidance and advice you have for them, Spirit? Pile number 3, guidance and advice for potential careers. Listen, thank you for your messages, Spirit. Okay, bottom of the deck is choices, number 46. Yep. All of y'all have options. All the piles have options. You specifically, this pile has options that I guess just aren't, you're not impressed. You're just not impressed. Like I just get this air of just like, it's just, you're just too good for it. And not in a bad way. It's just like your ideas are just better. They're just better than what is already out here. So Spirit is like, this is my entrepreneur CEO pile. You can go to any business and make it 10 times better just because your thought process and your ideas are just better. So like, this is for you. Like, do your thing. Okay. Do your thing. But as far as choices go, new beginnings, you're the initiator. 46 reduces down to number 10, which reduces down to number 1. And you're the initiator. You're the one who's going to basically have everyone else choose. You're initiating and they're going to see if they want to choose you or not. Okay. All right, so energy is number 41. Then we have perspective as number 1. Again, we have another number 1. Then we have adventure, number 52. And then we have repose, number 43, along with memories, number 18, and the unexpected, number 47. So I want to point out that we did have a 1 here and a 1 here. We also had a 7 here and a 7 here. So a 7 in adventure and a 7 in repose. So repose is about rest, and adventure is of course about adventure, but with them being 7s, I feel like you're going to be very lucky on your adventures. So whatever adventures you're invited on, any journeys you're invited to be a part of during your quest on finding your CEO landing pad, I guess. So it is like, be open to them, be open to these things that are going to bring a lot of luck into your life, and also be open to receiving rest. Okay. So what that looks like is someone helping you so that you can get rest, you taking a task off of your day so that you can get rest. Because as a CEO, a director, an entrepreneur, all these things, you get very burnt out. You have to have a lot of energy for a lot of people. And in order to have that, you have to rest. Okay. So you have a lot of change coming in your life, especially when you decide that you want to be this boss person. Okay. And you're just going to think back like, man, I always knew that I was going to be a boss, but like, I ain't know it's going to be like this though. You know what I'm saying? And it's just going to happen unexpectedly. Like you're going to choose it like mentally, and then things are just going to start happening. Like you might get a promotion at work that's just like, hey, we really want to boost you up to director status, or hey, we really think that you'd be great. We want to put you in training to be a director one day, or to just make partner with us or something like that. Or you get a job opportunity that's just like, hey, we think you'd be a great CEO, or you have a great business idea that you start and it just takes off and you just flourish from there. Right. So it's just going to happen unexpectedly, but it's going to happen once you decide that you want to do it. It's all about you choosing it, of course. So last messages from my personal tarot or oracle deck. Let's see. Okay, last messages for pile number 3, Spirit. Pile number 3. This also feels like a wish come true. We have the 1 here, and then we have an 11 here with number 47. So it just feels like new beginnings with your wishes coming true. Last messages for pile number 3, Spirit. Pile number 3. Last messages. Last messages here. Oh, that was a lot. Optimism equals good luck. So keep a positive mind. All right. Ooh, we got the solar plexus chakra, the heart chakra. We have any more chakras? Ooh, the third eye chakra. Y'all see me getting excited over here. This is a message, okay? Spirit is telling you that in order to be a successful CEO and entrepreneur, you have to be tapped in spiritually, okay? Because you got to be able to hear your intuition. And in order to do that, you need to probably go get Reiki sessions or just get aligned in some kind of way, or just focus on meditations that really focus on these chakras. So Spirit is telling you your heart chakra, your third eye chakra, and your solar plexus chakra are the biggest chakras that are going to be used throughout your career. So with your heart chakra, you're going to have to connect with a lot of different people from a lot of different walks of life, right? So you're going to have to be understanding while handling business. You're also going to have to be super confident and know that you got what it takes to be successful in order to be this type of boss, right? And you also have to have a clear third eye, because you have to make these decisions that might not always make logical sense, but you just know, you have that intuitive knowing that it's going to work out, right? So God is just here to tell you, your spirit here team is here to tell you that get yourself spiritually aligned so that you can really be a successful CEO and boss that you're trying to be. Okay, this is definitely the boss crew. We've already established that. Okay. So we always have time to, not always have. What am I talking about? I'm just talking now. Okay. So we have time to shift your focus. Anything worth having takes endurance and consistency. Ooh, it's time to make a decision. Go out and have some fun and love every inch of you. Okay. So like we said, that whole self-care thing, we didn't have self-care come out in this file, but taking care of a big group of people, you're going to have to learn how to take care of you. So make sure you are loving on yourself, and make sure you go out and have fun, because you're going to be making a lot of money as a director and CEO and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, it's going to be a great time. And it's time to make a decision. Okay. Like, you're thinking about it. We discovered that that's your current energy right now. You're thinking about making a move, and I'm here to tell you that make that move. It's time. But anything worth having takes a lot. So I don't think we've ever seen a CEO, an entrepreneur, a director, anything like that was not stressed. Okay. they be stressed out, but it's fulfilling and rewarding to them because they love doing it. And that's all you got to do. You have to find what you love doing and then do it in a director, CEO, or entrepreneur way. Point blank, period. And time to shift your focus. Same thing as making a decision. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and get some angel numbers, and then we'll end you guys' reading. You guys were quick and to the point. I like that. You know what I'm saying? The other readings were quite substantial, but you guys are like, look, we're getting to the point. That's why you guys are the boss babes. Okay. And boss babes is gender neutral again. So, angel numbers. Here we go. We have, when I have dominoes because Black History Month, but I have dominoes all the time, but any reason to say Black History Month, I'm going to say it. So we have a 2 and a 2. We have a 1 and a 5. And then we have a 5 and a 4. So I will put the combination of numbers here on the screen somewhere, but just to call out a few like we at the rodeo. See, this is y'all's thing. Before I even read out the numbers, y'all like to handle business first, and then you're like, and then we can kiki. Okay. Just like we did all this, and then we go out and have fun. So I love that. That's beautiful. Okay. So just to call out some numbers, we got a 554, a 552, a 221, a 254, a 245, a 452, a 524, and a 551, a 552, a 251, and so many more. Okay, y'all. I love y'all so much. Y'all having a great time, and I hope that, boss to boss, we get to meet in person one day. I love y'all. If you want to catch me on TikTok, I'll be over there in the next few weeks. Okay, go ahead and follow me at _Erotic. And if you always want to book a personal reading, you can always do so down below. I forgot to say that in my other readings, but hopefully everyone just knows. I love y'all, and I will see you guys in the next reading. Bye.